Hey, hey, hey. Coffee Nerd here. Oh, how is everybody doing today? Alright, so today I figured we could change it up a little bit, and instead of doing the quest work, we could do some events. Alright. Actually. Alright, so we're going to join our team here. And before we go off to any events, let me check first. Okay, so there's none going right now. We've got about 6 minutes till aliens come on. Alright, so we are going to look at our perk points. Alright, I'm not sure. I'll probably change some of those. So as you level up, you get more spots added onto your pick a perk or your camp loadout. Or not your, I'm sorry, not your camp loadout, your card loadout. So each one of these is a specials category. So each category spells out special. The first one being strength. Then you have perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. So under your strength category, you will have most all of your carry weight options. You will have your melee options. You will have your heavy gunner options, as well as it looks like some of the shotgunner. I don't recall. I believe all of the shotgunner are in that category. I've not personally done a shotgun build, so I'm not 100% sure without all the cards being available on this character yet. Under perception, you'll have all of your picklock. You'll have your concentrated fire for VATS. Basically, your rifle cards, but anything that deals with perception. It's kind of a funny category in my opinion. It's also your archer cards for a bow build. You'll have the card here that is for helping you find the magazines. And I believe there's a bobblehead in this category as well. Then you have endurance. These cards are going to be things that deal with your what rads you take on. So they'll help you not get rads or diseases if you eat or drink. They'll give you certain buffs. And yes, there is a cannibal perk. You can equip that. It's actually kind of a fun card. Not a lot of people use it, but when they do, it's absolutely hilarious because you at random will just see said player bend down and literally eat the corpse. What's even more fun is if you have the card equipped and you share it. You can actually pick a card to share with your teammates, and if they are at the event with you and they go to jump, if they're too close to the enemy corpse, again, instead of jumping, they'll eat the enemy corpse. It's actually kind of funny. But in this category, you're going to have your ghoulish. The ghoulish card is actually for a full health build. When you encounter radiation, instead of it actually hurting you, it's going to benefit you because it's actually going to restore your health. It's actually a pretty fun build to play around with. Charisma is going to be a lot of your cards that will give you buffs for being in a team together. So, for example, magnetic personality. Gain 1 charisma point for each teammate, excluding yourself. So if you have 3 teammates, those teammates are going to actually boost your charisma points. Inspirational, when you're on a team, you actually gain XP. And then, of course, there's different health cards as well. And then, of course, you have intelligence. These are most of your building cards. So if you want to craft weapons, armor, power armor, you want to get more things from scrapping. So every time you scrap a weapon or some armor, it will actually give you more components. And then, of course, your hacker cards. So when you find terminals throughout the game, you can actually hack the terminal to open the terminal. In order to hack the terminal, you have to have these cards equipped. And then there are also a couple, the pharmacist card, the Radaway will remove more radiation. With this card, Stimpaks restore more health. But mostly these cards will be around your energy weapons, your building, and scrapping. Agility. These are cards that are going to make you sneak better. They will give you better action point regeneration. I've never personally understood they have the through hiker card under agility. It actually deals with your carry weight. It makes your food and drink way less. I don't personally understand because if it's a carry weight card, in my opinion, it should be under strength because it impacts your carry weight. This is also the category where your pistol cards will be. Now, in luck, you have your good with salt. It'll keep your food that has a spoil meter on it. That food will last longer based on what level cards you have. This is also the category where if you have I can never remember the names, Class Freak and Starch Jeans. If you have those cards, which we don't have here yet, using those cards will actually keep you from losing your mutations. Thanks to a friend, right now I actually have the marsupial mutation. So that will actually keep you from, or I'm sorry, it won't keep you from, it will help you jump higher. So instead of having little bunny hops when you try to jump, you can actually jump higher up in the air. Based on your perk cards and your other mutations, it will determine how high you actually do jump. If you're not on a team and you're by yourself, you're not going to jump very high. If you are on a team and you have the right perk card, you'll actually have a higher jump. Let's see here. Alright, so I think I want to take... We'll take that one for sure. So basically right now I'm just trying to fill the slots. I personally use what cards they give me as I level up in those perk packs and fill up these slots. I always try to work on the carry weight first, and then anything that's quality of life. So anything that's going to impact how much damage I take on, as well as things like my action points. So that's usually where I start. So inspirational is your team card. And then you have Lone Wanderer, which is the card you would use instead if you are traveling alone. Now, if you have the perk points and that's how you want to spend them, you could essentially use both cards, but I personally wouldn't, just because that kind of takes on perk points that are better used in another category or on another card. But your charisma is going to impact how much you sell things for, and how much you buy things for. So it kind of narrows the gap. So if you have a low charisma and you don't have the right perk cards, you're going to get next to nothing when you sell things. And then you're going to pay the max amount of caps in order to purchase things. As you increase your charisma, and as you find the card called Hard Bargain, let me see, this one here. If you have Hard Bargain, that will actually increase what you get for selling, and then it will decrease the price that you have to pay when you're purchasing things. I personally like to keep this maxed out. You don't have to keep it equipped, so that's the beautiful thing about the card loadout is if I decide that I don't want the expert pick lock, I can actually drop that card. If I don't want the regular pick lock, I can drop that one. And then I can come down here and use ground pounder and skeet shooter so that if I'm using a rifle or a shotgun, I'll get the perk benefits, and it doesn't hurt me in any way, shape, or form. So right now what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of fill in all the different slots. So hard bargain I'm not going to put up because I'm not selling or buying right now. So what I'm going to do is leave the magnetic personality and the field surgeon up. But what I would do is when it's time to sell, I would actually leave the magnetic personality equipped and drop inspirational and field surgeon so that I would actually have the points to put up hard bargain. So that I could get the benefits of the buying and the selling. And then, of course, you have your intelligence cards. So we're going to rank this one up. Oh, we actually have 2 animated perk cards that we combined. Okay. Awesome. All right. All right, we want the marathoner. That's going to make it cost less action points when we're running. And then, of course, we have Gunrunner, which I actually already have one of. So we're just going to combine those cards. Okay. Then we're going to combine those. And those. All right. So we still have, if you look, the red portion of those bars means that basically we still have points available to use. We just don't have cards to fill them with. All right. So we missed the 9 o'clock event. I think what I'm gonna do. Let's see if we can find. Oh, the public event is actually still on. Okay, so let's go to aliens.
Their final commander is coming. Defend yourselves.
So this is the event that I said I really didn't like. These guys will give you a jump scare like nobody's business. Alright, and we are actually on the final wave and it's complete. So we got here just in time. Awesome. Somebody's down. Let's see if I can get to him. Oh, alright, somebody got him. Alright. I am out of here. So I think it's over here, and I could be wrong. But I think over here there's actually supposed to be a magazine or a bobblehead, I believe. And I could be wrong. I've never been one to attempt to find all the things. If I find them, great. If I don't, yeah, whatever. Tomorrow's a new day. To me, this game is just for enjoyment. Let's see. There's supposed to be like a chair or something. chances are we've probably missed it. With the event going on, I would say somebody probably already came and took it. Yeah, I think somebody's already been here. It looks pretty well picked clean over here. Alright. If I had a jetpack, I could take you on a magazine and bobblehead run that someone else actually introduced me to. He actually did a video. I will try to find that and pin that in the comments below after the stream. Unfortunately, I'm still learning how to do all that, so I'm not sure exactly where to go to find it. But there is a certain way you can run in Watoga that you won't have to encounter any loading screens. I have found a way to complete the entire thing without a jetpack, without loading, except for one part of it. And that one part, I won't be able to show you until I have a jetpack. Alright, so what we're doing here is we are looking for a mod for the Enclave Plasma rifle or pistol. There's only three vendors that it can spawn in. That is one of them. We will find the other one here momentarily. However, if you come over here, if you have a jetpack, you can actually jump up on that red awning, and then you can jump over to that red roof. On that red roof, there is actually a toilet with a teddy bear, a gnome beside it holding a roll of toilet paper, and usually down to the back side on the right is a magazine. And then if you go over on the roof behind where this black pipe is, on the other end of the roof, there is sometimes a bobblehead that spawns there. One of these days I can do a run through on my other character that has a jetpack, I suppose. I would say my good friend Yabear actually does a better job of it, so I will post his link so he can teach you how to do it. Otherwise, you come up these stairs, and you're going to go all the way down here to the front of the train. Run, run, run. Alright, and then right here at the end on the right is a magazine. I usually come up here because right here is the Fancy Lad snack cakes. Sometimes there will be a Nuka-Cola here. I like to collect the Nuka-Cola. Now, if you have a jetpack, you can jump from here. It can be a little on the tricky side, but otherwise you come back in the way we came. Now, over there is the roof that I was telling you about. And there's actually a bobblehead there. I can see it from here. But otherwise, you can use your jetpack and fly across to the top up. It'll be right about here where this white concrete post is, and you'll land up here. And then you would just run the length of the roof, and you're going to fall in right here through this hole. And then you would just step over here, check for the magazine. As you run through, always check your containers. Any space that you're in, unless it belongs to a player. If it's a player's camp or workshop, you don't want to take it. You will become wanted. And when you become wanted, depending on what server you're on, you're not going to last very long. They will take you out and take your junk. But anyways, if you come down through here, you'll find cans, you'll find these shopping baskets. Sometimes you'll find things like weapons. You'll find all kinds of stuff. And the thing is, especially in your early on levels, you want to pick up literally everything. Because it's either consumable, scrappable, sellable. Everything will have some kind of purpose. Alright, so we're going to come back out here, go back down the stairs. Alright, so up there is where we came from. And now we're going to come over here. We're going to go inside of this bus here. Alright, somebody already took the stealth boy. We'll take the tan suit. And no magazine. Alright, so now we're going to come over here. Now, the Super Duper Mart right here. The Watoga Shopping Plaza. This is the second location where you can look for a flamer mod. You will find scrap in here. You will find food in here. You'll find all kinds of little bits and baubles. So we are going to check for, and it is not here. So going on. So if you didn't want to check for that, you would just come past this, past the Super Duper Mart, and go in here. Now usually there is a magazine that will spawn here. And then if you come over here to this counter, there's a bobblehead that will spawn here. Some days we have more things spawn than others. It also depends on the server if somebody's already been through. Now when I come back here, I like to collect all the different food and beverage. I don't usually pick up alcohol just because carry weight. But there's a lot of purified water and pre-war food. So I will pick those up. Then when you come in here, again, there's more pre-war food. Here on this table is one magazine spawn. And you got water, sugar bombs. Gotta check for the pie. No pie today. And then over here on this shelf is another spot where you can get a magazine. Now, in order to come down here without getting absolutely murderlated, we did have to do the Mayor for a Day side quest. Had I not have done that, all these robots out here would be after me, and their health bar up at the top of the screen would be red instead of white. Alright. The reason why I typically leave these is because, or the alcohol, because sometimes it's just the glass bottle, sometimes it's the alcohol. If it's the glass bottle, it's great for scrap. But otherwise, it just weighs you down. But, like I say, in your early levels, I highly recommend you pick up everything. So every day when I get on this is usually what I do. I'll come down here. The other thing that I will do is I'll stop over to the asylum and check for the nurses' uniforms. However, actually, no, I did unlock that, didn't we? So we can go to the asylum as well and check. But looks like somebody's pretty well already picked the place clean. Yep. For sure, for sure. The reason I know that is because all the Nuka-Cola was gone out of the Nuka cooler over there. And this door right here is normally locked. It is a level 3 lock. It is a pain to unlock. However, there is, once you get to level 50, which I have it open, there is legendary perks that you can use. I did go ahead and place my level 50 card because what happens is once you've created a character and it reaches level 300, you've unlocked all of those legendary perk slots. And once you've unlocked all the legendary perk slots, you no longer have to unlock those again. So if you create a second character, they're just going to be unlocked. So because I already have a character that is over level 300, I have all my slots open. I did only put it in last night. As you know, we were working on getting our commendations for the Enclave so that we could do our nuke launch. I did go ahead and do that. Now then, if you come over here, oh, so I did forget to explain to you, in here, in this doorway, now this doorway will always be open, there's usually a magazine right here. And then there's a bobblehead that will spawn here. So there would be those, and then in the bus here on one of the benches is another magazine. So what you're going to do now is come over here. You're going to jump over this bush. And you're going to come up these stairs. Now, Bear does his run a little differently because he has a jetpack. We would have... It would have been a little different. I've modified it just to suit how I prefer to do it, how I'm more comfortable with it. You're going to check all these tables for all the different foods and drinks. And again, you'll need to do Mayor for a day and wear your jetpack if you have one. And then if you come over here, up on that top shelf, there's a bobblehead that spawns in. I like to stop over here and collect what's in the steamer trunk. And then I'll check the tables here. I'll check this table here. And of course, check the pie machine. No pie today. Come around here. Usually this table will have something on it. Your explosives crate. And then you'll come down these stairs. And right here will be another magazine. And this completes the run. Now then, since I actually remember that I did unlock the asylum, let's pop over there and test our luck at getting an asylum dress. I have managed at one point or another to actually find all but the red. The red is the only one I've never found. Now the forest I found on Xbox, so I haven't found the forest on PlayStation yet. Why, hello, Perf. How are you? You lurking in the stream? I just remembered that I unlocked this the other day. I'm so excited I don't have to take the long way and get attacked by crazy jumpy bugs anymore. I'm alright. Got a little bit of a throat irritation tonight all of a sudden. I don't know what happened there. So when you come out of the elevator, come right across the hall, there's a dress that can spawn there. There is a hat that can spawn here by the gumdrops. You also want to take stuff out of the overseer's catch. And then you come down the hall. Hallucinogen gas cans are always great to have. Just be careful with because they go to your junk pile in your Pip-Boy. One will spawn here. A hat will spawn here. And then of course the dress here. That is a dirty white dress, so honestly those have zero value. I usually just leave them there. I don't know if anybody ever takes those unless they're just trying to get the spawn to reset and they don't know what they're doing, or I couldn't tell you. I always just leave them there. So Perf, do you ever look for the asylum dresses? I know you look for ammo and baubles and magazines when you're out running. Yeah, I never was either. And then this is the third spot where you would find the Enclave mods. You can find non-flamer mods in other places. Oh, does he? I didn't know that. And then usually when I come up here to check for the mod, I'll pop down here and see if the Nuka-Colas are in this one little shack. Usually about here I'll pop into stealth mode, just because the ghouls down here. And then usually from here I'll pop over to White Springs, go into the refuge and collect my Nuka-Cola from Bubbles. So we missed the 20 after event perf. I went to Aliens and got there just as it finished, so I didn't even have to. Yeah, I usually leave the alcohol because I know that there's people that collect it. I just sell it. So just for reference later on for others that might watch, what Perf suggested was the place where I just was and got the Nuka Colas. If you search around the entire homestead, you'll actually find a lot of alcohol there. Yeah, I'm not much of an alcoholic toon. The most I get into chems and alcohol is when I have a junkies build, and I use just enough to retrieve my 5 different buff levels, for lack of better terms. I actually have started doing a 6th buff level. The reason being, if you use a carry weight booster, it actually counts as alcohol, which will cancel out that one buff. Also, if you are doing a West Tech run during double XP or just because, using Berry Mentats will cancel out the Mentat buff. So I generally tend to carry the 6th because I'll either drop one or the other. And I've not encountered where I drop both at the same time. So we have some treasury notes to cash in. Let me see. I think I actually have script already on me from Alien. Yeah. I don't think I have anything else right now. Yeah. We're good. Alright. Get rid of that. That. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Get rid of that. Keep that. And then that's all just non-legendary. As soon as I hit level 50, I can put those power armor pieces into their chassis. But unfortunately, after you place them, it won't let you pick it up with higher level armor on it. Alright, so then normally what I would do is if I have Nuka World open, I would pop down to Nuka World and collect the Nuka Cola there. Unfortunately, I don't have that open yet, so we will skip that for today. I'm just going to pop over here. So we've been putting all the legendary stuff into the script machine. This wonderful red and yellow machine here. And it gives us script, which I believe I've mentioned. You come here to the purveyor, and then what you would do is cash in. So if you look over in the empty side on the left, down at the bottom it says that we have 718 in script. So you're going to just select on the right hand side that you want to purchase legendary modules. They just added this new option where you can do a max, and it'll pull how many you can get with what you have available. And there you have it. So I think what I want to do is go back to White Springs, and I have some civil engineer armor that I crafted on my higher level, which is from the newest quest line. And so I crafted it and modded it and then dropped it to myself. I had a friend help. And so I think I'm going to start working on getting that rolled. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Oh, test your metal is on. Alright, let's go do test your metal. See if anybody shows up. So, one of the number one things that I like to recommend to people, if you have never done the event, or you've only done it a couple of times and you just simply don't understand how the event works, when you spawn in and stand still, or check to see. So like this particular event, you can move around freely and you're not going to initiate the event. If you go to an event like Eviction Notice, when you spawn in, if you move around and go the wrong direction, you're automatically going to start the timer for the event, and you don't necessarily want to do that because the very first task you have to do is fix the rad scrubber. And if you don't have the power armor or a hazmat suit in order to take on the rads to go fix the rad scrubber, then you'll end up unaliving yourself trying to get there, and then you'll fail the event. I've not met a single player in this game that doesn't at least get mildly irritated if the event fails. Most people absolutely love Eviction Notice because it drops a lot of script. I generally can go to Eviction Notice and almost practically, yes, definitely wait for people to show up. You can't necessarily look at a player's level and guarantee that they know what they're doing. But if you see anybody that's under level 100, more than likely, they're not going to know what they're doing. Now, if you see a 400, 500, level 1000, chances are they're going to know what they're doing. But again, just because there's one player that's a higher level player, you still don't necessarily want to start the event, because the thing is, some events are designed for higher level players. And if you have a group of players that don't have a clue what they're doing, you're going to fail your event. Now, failing an event is not a bad thing. That's how you learn about the event. But if you can avoid failing an event for something as simple as waiting and letting someone who has the experience start the event, because they're not typically going to start it until they're comfortable with the amount of players at the levels that they feel comfortable playing the event with. So yes, you still get XP for playing an event, whether you fail the event or you win. Because the thing is, you are still taking hits on enemies. So, you know, don't feel bad to show up to an event and not know what you're doing. Just wait for other people to show up that actually know what they're doing. That way they can lead you. But if you see up in the top of right hand corner, it actually says event test your metal. And it says prepare the arena for battle is now completed. Defend the Brotherhood team. And then it has the three different, the rifleman, the scout, and the technician. You need to keep those three people alive. That is the entire goal. Now your enemy is the Rust Eagle robots. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to shoot the enemies. Now what I will tell you is in the final level you do have oh, Perf, help me out. What are those things called? And that particular type of robot, you generally, if you aim for its fusion core by using VATS, you'll take it out a lot quicker. The Annihilators, yeah, the Sentry Bot. And because I'm overweight, my AP is not cooperating. And I don't have anything yet. Alright, so between your first round and your second round, you will see this Eyebot pop out with a little diamond over its head. The whole goal is to take it down before the intermission, if you will. Alright, so I just got 300 caps in XP because somebody took it out. And the whole thing is, it'll come around and it'll kind of fly around the arena, but if it goes back to its home, then you don't get your points. Now, this event is a good event to use the perk card, Friendly Fire. Friendly Fire is a perk card that, when used, you can use a flaming weapon or a flaming chainsaw, and you can actually heal. So if I had a flaming chainsaw, or the Enclave Flamer, or just a flamer in general, I could actually use that weapon and I could go find the Brotherhood Scout and heal him. It would actually regenerate. Is it still frozen, Perf? Alright, so here we're going to emote in the arena. And this will also give you okay. So between the second and final round, you'll have, they want you to emote. And frankly, that's one of the easiest ones. Yeah, so see, somebody had friendly fire and they healed the Brotherhood Scout. Okay, so this guy, if you aim for the fusion core, you'll actually be able to take him out fairly quickly. Now, I would not typically aim for the fusion core if I had a higher damage output weapon. Because I'm using a 10mm, I know I'm not doing a ton of damage. So I know I'm still giving opportunity for other players to still get their XP. And that's one thing that a lot of people will get aggravated with, is if you come in and you have a weapon that's one shot done, yeah, you're going to have a lot of people upset with you because they also are coming to the event so that they can get their XP, so that they can get all of their buffs and bonuses. So try not to use, I mean, assuming you don't want to make other people upset, try to avoid your higher powered weapons, and especially avoid the like the grenade launchers and what have you that are going to have a bigger explosion. Explosions make it so that people can't see what they're doing. Now, I typically actually do carry one with me, but I try to reserve that for crap. I'm already at the event. We are failing the event. Let's try to turn it around. I'm gonna have to drop my tent, it looks like. So like if you go to Moonshine Jamboree and there's gulpers literally scattered everywhere and there's only like 3 or 4 of you there, well, yeah, absolutely. Pull out that cremator, pull out the auto grenade launcher, and help get the enemies taken out. But the thing is, if you take your time and you're on a team, you are more likely. Alright, guys, you want to crowd? So normally I wouldn't do that. However, a lot of people don't pay attention and they will come and just shove you right out of the way so that they can do what they want to do. Well, the thing is, anybody that pays for Fallout First gets this tent. So while I don't mind sharing, stay off to the side and make room for everybody. So if you're going to use somebody else's tent, try to pay attention, scoot off to the side out of the way so that other people can still get through. Alright, so now we are going to come over here. So every event you do is going to give you a set of rewards. So in this case, I got the Ghoul Slayer Raider Power Torso and 2 plans and treasury notes. The chainsaw I picked up before the event at the back side of the arena. Chainsaws are only found in world. They cannot be crafted. excuse me, there are 2 mods, I believe, that you can learn by scrapping chainsaws. One of them being the dual bar, and then one of them being the longbow bar. I could very well be wrong. I think there may actually be a third one. I personally don't worry about the other mods. The 2 mods that you want to worry about are the flaming, which is a mod that you have to buy from a vendor, and the dual bar, which as soon as I scrap a chainsaw and learn the dual bar, I don't worry about whether or not I can learn any other mods. The reason I personally prefer to do the dual bar is because I feel like it strengthens the weapon. As far as how long the weapon is going to last, but also as far as what damage it can do over time. Now, I've never personally gotten into actually looking at the numbers. If you go into your menu and come down here to settings, if you go to, I believe it's game, I may be wrong. I am wrong. Display. Yeah, it's display. If you go into display, you can go here and turn on your damage numbers, and it will actually show you how much damage each shot is doing. I like to have it on every once in a while just for fun. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to it. I'm not here for numbers. I'm not here to be the best. I just want to hop on and do my different quests and just have some fun. Everybody's going to have their different play style. But for me, I'm not going to spend the extra energy in trying to figure out and crunch all the numbers. That's not my thing. But again, like I say, everybody's got their own style, and that's perfectly acceptable. I think that's actually part of what makes the game what it is. Because obviously, just like life in general, if we were all the same, this world would be a very boring place. So enable public team notifications. So this will just let you know when people are joining or leaving your team. Anything related to the team that you're on. Enable power armor HUD. When you're in your power armor, at the bottom of your screen will show up what looks like different gauges. That's what that's referring to. You can turn it off so that it's just like your normal player screen with your health bar and your AP bar, or you can leave the power armor HUD on to make it look like you're actually in your power armor. I personally would recommend to leave it on unless you are 100% in power armor all the time, just because it is easy to forget whether or not you have your power armor on. And if somebody has launched a nuke and you say, go to the queen, if you become unalived, a lot of times you spawn in to the radiation zone. So you will continue to unalive until you manage to squeeze your way out of the radiation zone. Enable camera shaking. So you can turn this on or off, and it'll make your, if you have it turned on, it will literally shake your screen anytime that there's damage. You can change the color of your Pip-Boy. The Quick Boy is the one that I use, and then the Pip Boy is the one where it actually looks like your Pip Boy. I honestly don't mess with a lot of these settings. Just because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then, of course, you have your audio settings. In your game settings, you can turn the vibration off for your controller. Pacifist mode. So, if you don't want to engage in PvP, you want your pacifist mode on. Because if your pacifist mode is not on, any player can just walk up and unalive you. So, I personally play with pacifist mode on. Now, even if you have pacifist mode on, you can go to a workshop or a shelter, and either one of those places will actually send you automatically into PvP mode. So, but obviously, all these settings are going to be each their own. There is a setting in there to where you can wear your backpack, but it doesn't show. That's a fun one. Alright, it's time for Alien Invasion again. This is absolutely... Oh, a Monster Mash. Oof. I don't know, I think I would... Oh, yes, you're absolutely right. The Monster Mash event down at Watoga High School is also a PvP zone. I forget about that on the regular. I genuinely don't... Why did it spawn me all the way back here? So perf, I am at level 49. I'm about, let's say, a quarter of a level away from the next level. So once you hit level 50, I guess I did. Once you hit level 50, you are at max level on all of your gear, all of your equipment. So honestly, once you hit that, is when you'll want to decide exactly what type of gear you want to use. I highly recommend that during your first 50 levels, as you receive different weapons as rewards for quests or events or whatever it is, another player drops it to you. I highly suggest you try out each different weapon. Keep in mind that the power of the weapon is not necessarily going to be what it could be. Because a lot of it is going to depend on how you have your weapon modded. It's going to depend on what mutations you have, what perk cards you carry. But at least give it a try, get a feel for how the weapon works, and find out what you like the best. Because not everybody is going to like the same weapon. Now, if what you want is meta, then you're going to go with the Fixer or the Railway. I love both of those weapons, but they're not my favorite. My favorite, just in general, would probably have to be a bow. I love the Archer build. It's actually an awesome build. I would not trade it for the world. The thing with doing an Archer build is that instigating is, in my opinion, the best prefix. Oh no. My weapon. My weapon. The... Oh no, no. Oh, jeez. So what you just saw there on the screen, one of my teammates was engaged in PvP. Again, I don't particularly prefer that. So a lot of times what I will do is switch teams. Honestly, and I don't pay attention to who's on my team, unless if my friends are on. I will then do my best to be on a team with one or more of my friends. But if I get on and none of my friends are on, or they all have a full team, I just jump in a random team. The thing with that is you don't know who you're playing with. I'm far enough away, nobody's gonna get to me. Oh, that level 100 was actually gonna come help me. That was nice. What? Way to spawn me here. I love it. Oh, there we go. Swimming pool again. The only time I typically will leave a team or boot another player, is if I'm seeing toxic behavior. I don't care what other people do, in theory. However, I don't want to be associated with that. So, if you want to do PvP, great. Go for it. I have no problem with it, as long as you're not trying to get me to also engage in PvP. I won't be on your team. But whatever, you know. You're allowed to play the way you want to play. But it's very, very rare, but every once in a while you do run into players that grief. It's not very often. I think a lot of it also depends on what platform you're on. I think every platform is going to be different. But again, it's one of those things that... Oh my. Oh my. He's after me. Woohoo! Level 50! Here we go! We are legendary. Oh, but it didn't tell me I was legendary. It didn't even tell me that I was level 50. It told me I was level 49. That's sad. But yeah, I generally don't pay attention unless there's behaviors that just don't settle well with me, and it's not anything personal. It's just that I don't want to be associated with behaviors that I don't agree with. I'll be honest. I find trap camps to be extremely toxic. However, I actually have. Alrighty.
Must destroy that brainwave segment.
Um, boys, oh boys. Really, guys? There we go.
Threat.
Ha!
Humanity's
I got a
banned
junkie's rolling pin.
very
Oh, it's full?
provide aid from afar.
Well, if you want, I can join a team with you in the menu and we can load in together. Now that I've finished my event. Thank God. So the thing is, I have technically participated in PvP. I have technically participated in being part of a trap camp before. However, there is a difference when my friends say, hey, we're going to do a PvP session just for funsies. You want to join in? I'm horrible at it, but sure, I'll have fun. It was a premeditated. It wasn't meant aggressively. I had a player one time message me and ask me to come to their camp. And when I came to their camp, they asked me to scrap my junk. And I knew as soon as they did, I knew what they were driving at. So I messaged them back and said, okay, are we testing a trap? Where is it? I don't mind to participate in it as long as it's something that's agreed upon. But overall, I find both of those to just be super toxic. Alright, let me get unfat real quick, perf, and I will join you in the menu. Alright. I guess I should probably get someplace safe, too. I don't want to spawn into a world and not know what I'm spawning into. Alright, so if you want to join in to a team with your friends, you can come to the social menu and go to your friends list. You can highlight their name and invite them to a team. Once you invite them to a team, you can watch in the bottom right hand corner and it will actually tell you when they've accepted your team invite. Alright, so you'll also see it says play with team. So now because I'm the team leader, I'm just going to say play with team. And it's automatically going to pull both of us into the same world on a team together. That's my OG coffee. I was at my friend's camp. They had just started on PlayStation. And because I had just been through the Mothman Equinox event, I had all the plans. And so I came and I placed a bunch of stuff in her camp because she was going with a theme. Alright, so when you join a team in the menu, it's actually going to put you into a private team. So what you'll need to do is go to your menu go to your social, scroll up to the top, and convert team to public, and then you create a casual team. So now I am going to attempt to get a couple of legendary rolls on this civil armor. Honestly, I haven't looked at the numbers on paper. I've gone off of what other people have said. But the civil engineer armor that you get from doing the newest quest has been said to be somewhat on par with the Secret Service armor. The difference is the Secret Service armor you have to get with gold, so there is quite a grind to actually earn the gold to get the Secret Service armor. So if you finish your quest line, I will pull it up and tell you which one that is. But if you finish that quest line, you will get all the pieces to the civil engineer armor. You then can do expeditions to get mods for it. So this particular set is buttressed and deep pocketed. And then I would assume at some point they will bring paint out for it. So what you're going to do to get a legendary roll is you will select your item. First things first, when you come in, you don't go to craft, you go to modify. And then you're going to scroll down to the item that you want to roll. So I'm going to do the chest piece first. And then you just select random legendary mods. So with legendary mod, or the legendary rolls, you get the first star, which is what we call a prefix. So on armor, it would be aristocrats, chameleon, auto stim, mutants, mutant slayer, vanguards. There's several, but that would indicate your first star. And then there's a second and third star. Not everything that you have that you roll as a legendary will necessarily need that second and third star. However, most things it will be beneficial. So I personally am going to roll my armor as a 3-star. This would be the 2 stars, and this would be 3. So I am going to attempt... Oh man, too bad I'm not doing a bloodied build. No, I'm not doing assassins either. Oh, come on. Alright, well I guess we'll stick with chameleon for right now. I don't want to waste all my modules on one piece of armor. Zealots. And of course I'm out of cores now. So you actually get your cores by completing events. And then the legendary modules you get by putting script into the script machine. In my experience, it seems like I always tend to have a lot of one or a lot of the other. It's not usually balanced out. And that's okay. You know, with the new season system that they put into place, you actually can choose between legendary legendary cores or legendary modules. So if you know that your character needs to roll things still, and they're heavy on one... Oh, hello, Gassy. What do you know? But when you're doing your season cash-in with Hey Trey, and Stabby, well, Um, but when you're doing your season cash in, you can use your stamps to get either cores or modules now. That was actually one of the changes that I absolutely loved with it. Because before it always gave you modules. Well, if you're heavy on modules but you have no cores, well, the modules don't do anything if you don't have cores. So, thank you for the raid, Gassy. Much appreciated. So we're just kind of kicking around doing some events and just doing some general run around. I've done nothing but quest work on this character so far, so I figured we would just have some fun tonight. Alright. Mirelurk Horde. No, I don't think I have the weapons for that right now. Perf, could you imagine me running around with my little 10mm trying to kill Mirelurks in Cranberry Bog? I know, Stabby. Fancy seeing you here.
The White Spring is under our protection.
Alright. Then. Dogwood Die Off. You know, I don't think I've ever done Dogwood Die Off. I think Perf's up to no good up here. Let's go check on her and see what she's up to. You're dying laughing here? Why are you laughing, Perf? Oh. 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 I think Perf was with me the last time I was here. Why, hello, hello? What are we up to? Alright, lead the way. Oh, coffee with a crossbow. Oh, don't even. That was hilarious. I was trying to work on my tadpoles. It didn't go very well. Ah.
Sorry, friend. This course is for Pioneer Scouts only.
Alright. I have no clue what I'm doing here, Perf, because I don't have sound. And yeah, you sit there and eat your popcorn. You know what? I just realized something. Trey, I have been playing for over a year, but I've only been on PlayStation for like 2 months, and I am currently using PlayStation. I was on a different character when we were doing the tadpole stuff, Perf. That was my baby Coffee. Coffee Jr. has not gone yet to, hang on. We can fix that. I am very new to PlayStation. But as far as knowing the game, I do pretty well. Alright, so let's see here. I'm gonna try to slide over and start my tadpole quest. Why do I have a feeling I think our teammate is down here at Campfire Tales. Yep. Ooh. All right. Jump up here. Yeah. Good old super mutants. She is a mutant slayer this week, Stabby. Me, I'm running around the wasteland with my 10mm pistol that keeps breaking on me, and then I don't have repair kits. So, you know, it's fun.
This on? Oh, good. I'm sure glad the speakers are still working. Hello, campers. Ready for a frightful tale? Remember, these tales are interactive, so put on your brave face and act out the story when prompted. Today's tale is called Terrors of the Dark. Seems the holotape has some errors. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right.
Hello?
Tell Perf to come on. Bear's favorite emote.
Is about me.
He loves when I tell him to come on.
Pioneer Scout. I wake up one night in a cabin.
Yeah.
And I see that I'm
Well,
alone.
you know, there's one way, Stabby, to
My heart is
get
pounding,
repair kits for Stabitha.
but I know I have to go outside and look for
I think Stabitha needs to
the shadows are reaching for me.
go visit the Queen.
They're gonna attack me. Please help me fend them off.
So unfortunately, I cannot hear my game because of how everything's set up, so I get to run blind. It's great sometimes, but then other times when you have to listen for cues, not so much. Oh. And this, friends, is why I do not like Alien Invasion Week. Everything turns to aliens. And they like to kill you. Very easily. But yes, you should be proud. I've actually gone to Alien Invasions a few times now. Despite the fact that I hate the aliens. Alright. There's one more right here.
Face my fears and burst out from under the covers, not stopping until I've made it outside. There, I see the warm glow of a campfire. My fellow scouts are talking by the fire. I go to them, and
Yeah,
try to warn them.
so
It's not safe to be
last year when Alien Invasion was on,
because it took my brother.
I'd only been on Xbox for
He stayed out past
a couple of months.
and went missing.
I think I pretty well just avoided
They don't listen. I sit with them to keep watch
being
and
in
laugh
game
and
at
drink,
all.
share secrets
Oh.
with each other all into the night.
Okay. I'll take it.
As the night dwindles on, so does the fire. The scouts pay no mind to the encroaching darkness. I track in to warn them that the dark is dangerous, but no one listens. So I go into the forest alone in search of
Where are these pesky little buggers? Alright, so you gotta gather the kindling, and of course all these insects are gonna come out at you on top of the aliens. One times.
Eyes on the ground.
All
Got
right.
enough wood to rekindle the fire. But when I turn around, there's no light to guide my way back to camp. I don't know if I wandered too far, or if the campfire has gone out, drenching all the scouts in the Oofta! I'm so sorry. But we have an emergency, or at least my scout leader emergency protocol says we do. Protocol is pulling up a missing
Insects and
camper
aliens,
flag.
what a combination.
Now,
They're
I'm
all
almost
jumping
certain
at
I
you.
counted everyone correctly, but we should be thorough just in case. If we can't find our shadow camper, let's look for traces they may have left behind. And remember the buddy system.
Which, of course, this probably means Flatwoods Monster at the end. I'm down, I'm down. Thank you. Alright, gather the missing information. Okay. A pet rock. Yay! Then there's usually like a book or a letter or something down here. Not always. Alright. I don't know, I don't do this event a whole lot. Poisonally. Gather items left by missing campers. Camper's lunchbox.
There was a holotape amongst the missing campers' belongings. Let's give a listen and see what we can find.
Right? That would be amazing, especially after having to deal with aliens.
Today, I'm going to complete my collection. Only 9 more Hominoptera to go. Layla told me to watch out for their stingers, but I can handle them. That's what my new entomologist badge is for.
So one thing I've noticed the difference between playing on the two different platforms, the events that people go through, or go to, not through, are a lot different on one than the other. Nobody really ever goes to Campfire Tales on Xbox. Nobody really goes to Earl on Xbox, at least the servers I've ever been on. Oh, let's light myself on fire. But now Earl is common on here, on PlayStation. Oh. Rad Scorpion! I'm gonna get pinched in the bum. Or stung in the face, either one. Gotta watch those rocks, they'll catch you up every time. Thank you, thank you. Oh, jeez. Now you have to watch the rad scorpions because they'll still try to spawn on the roof. It's great. Fun times. How they manage that, I have no idea. As I've been told before, it's just video game logic, I guess. Telling you, it's like I'm a noob or something. Need to get good. I guess, Stabby. Alright. And then of course, if you're someone like me, you go up to the top of this tower so that you can do the survey. And when you get up here, you discover that there are dogs. No, Stabby, I don't believe I did. I have a very bad habit of not paying attention. Yeah, no, nothing good. That's the closest thing right there. The Zealot's T-45 left leg, 1 star. But anyways, I came up here and realized that there were 2 dogs down below. So I went ahead and took them out, and I came up here, and I was kind of looking around, and I'm standing here. Next thing I know, I'm getting bit in the backside because one of the dogs had come up here, and yeah, it was fun times. Alright, Perf's got her tent. Stand off to the side here. Go to Trapper Leg. There's always some kind of, don't scrap this. Okay. Got it. And I just scrapped what I had. It's alright. There we go. Yeah. So those repeatables, I tend to forget are repeatables. So usually after I do them the first time, after I do those repeatables the first time, I end up not doing them again. We're headed on a mission, guys. I lost her. Where'd she go? I'm coming. If I'm able to get unstuck here, I'm coming. Yeah, Stabby. The stings and things, and the one where you clean up Kitty Cabin, are both repeatables. What is he snarling at? Hold on, I'm coming. I still have to get my camera. Don't mind us while we just take a nice little walkabout.
Clean up this, fix that. Ah, never seems to end.
Oh, nice.
Keep your eye out for danger. You never know who's watching. I'm trying to find the right place to settle down.
Talk to the guy.
Even after the bombs. Appalachia.
Sometimes they don't talk to you the first time. You gotta sit here and harass them.
That patch of land.
Then sometimes they just
Maybe I can use that.
won't talk to you. And unfortunately, since I can't hear it, I have no clue what he's saying. So for all I know, he's saying, "Buzz off, gamer, leave me alone." That's probably what I'd tell me if I wandered up out in the wasteland. You know, Stabby, I don't think I have ever actually done Queen of the Hunt. Outside of the main quest line, anything that's in the Pip-Boy, I've done a lot of the side quest stuff, but the dailies, the repeatables, I'll do them once and then I don't bother. Not because I don't want to do them, but because I forget about them. Oh my goodness. I have never seen this before. Aha. Alright. Yeah, I got the 10 mil ammo. Right? I've seen a lot of weird things in this game, but this is one. Oh, actually, there's a ghoul in there, too. We're having us a, mixed meat barbecue. Mm. So all the times I've heard Gassy say that he's got that air conditioner, I now understand why. Yes, meat week, meat week. I love me some meat week. Ah, yep, milk cow. Oh, awesome. Now I know in here, if you're lucky, I never can remember where unless it actually spawns. Yeah, there's a magazine here. Oh, no way. Awesome. There's the magazine, but sometimes a bobblehead will spawn as well. Get your fertilizer. Gotta have fertilizer for making nukinades. Grab the gourd while you're here. You know, I may actually have that. I I am a pick everything up kind of person. Granted, I don't usually while I'm on stream, just because, I mean, I wouldn't want to sit there and watch me run around a room picking up loot. It's boring. So that's something that I choose to do when it's just me. Ooh. Thank you, Perf. Let's... there we go. I'm not starving myself anymore. Yeah, I'm on PlayStation and Xbox. I'm hoping sometime next year I can actually get a PC. Excuse me. Hang on just a second, Perf. I need to fix my weapon before it breaks. Because, you know. Nice, I'm just finishing all my challenges tonight. Alright. And she has fast traveled. Ah, tea time. More insects, yay. Too bad they're not on the weekly.
Hello again, friends. I am so
Hey, Pete.
to announce that the boilers here at the Giant Teapot are full again. That means my special blend will be bubbling up shortly. So if you fancy a nice cuppa, the more the merrier.
Right. I was pretty upset with myself because last year, when I was playing it on Xbox, I didn't get the plan for the tenderizer, but I actually got one, like just the weapon itself. And I was so upset because I accidentally scrapped it. Yeah, that was hard. However, I was lucky and got the Pepper Shaker plan on Xbox. So, here's hoping to have a successful year this year. Alright, so let's come over here and check on Perf over here. And of course, there we go. I was gonna say, she doesn't need my help, but she does. She got toads, and stingwings, and wolves. All kinds of critters over here. Oh, I need to not die again. So I've gotten better. I just have to make a habit out of when I first finish an event or whatever it is that I'm doing. I
These creatures will be accustomed to
I have to go to my stash box first and make sure. But I'm notorious for just spamming scrap. Or scrap spam. Yep. You know what I mean. I'll just scrap everything in such a hurry that I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Although, thankfully, I've never pulled a stabby and, you know, scrapped a yellow asylum dress or anything. So, could be worse. I'm so glad I could come to be Perf's backup. Stabby, I'm just giving you a hard time. That was horrible. I couldn't imagine doing that. Nah, you're good, Perf. I was teasing. I'm still getting XP either way. It's perfectly fine. Life's too short for me to stress out about what's going on in a video game. It's all good. You're not being hateful. You're just playing the game. We're good. Ouch! Get off me, you stupid bug. I said off. It's not listening. Why can't you be like the queen last night, thank you? It was actually kind of funny, so I launched the nuke on this character last night. And, the queen went and took off. And I said, oh please, I said, can't you just land already? And sure enough, she came and she landed. All but right on top of me. It was great. At least it went better than the queen we did the night before. The queen we did the night before, I was at like level 39, 40. And at first I was the only one that showed up. So here I am, level 39 with my little 10mm pistol and a pipe pistol. The pipe pistol hadn't been modded yet, so it still was a single shot. And then right after I get there, my 10mm breaks. I don't have proper armor on because I have a hazmat suit because I don't have power armor. It was great. It was absolutely great. It took us almost the full 30 minutes to take the queen down. We got her, but it was not easy. Oh golly. I guess I can't decide if I want to be bloodied or not. Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, well, I guess if I'm shooting things I can't see what I get. Alright, so what did we get? Oh! And this is why I don't use my Pip-Boy, I use my Quick-Boy. Ooh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, thank you. See, if you use the Quick Boy, you can still see what's going on. When you use the Pip-Boy, you can't see anything. Ouch! Excuse me, sir. What would your mother say? She's got more gifts. All right. Just real quick. Aha, there's my strong back. Thank you, ma'am. Alright, I am a little on the over-encumbered side. I say as I'm picking up more stuff. Aha. Alright, we're good. On to the next. Ah, yeah. Alrighty. Oh, food. Water. Food. Oh, magazine. Nice. I finished that one the other day. So Stabby, at the beginning of my stream, I was kind of walking through Bear's, what you call it, his video that he did, running through Watoga for magazines and bobbleheads. If you wanted and would be so kind, you could, maybe drop that link so that others can have a look-see. That has been an absolute lifesaver. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, right, Pete? I was listening to that whole conversation as I'm making my lasagna, and it's just so totally un-American. Or unhuman, I guess was what we should say, because he is not American, but still. Alright. Water. Charberry juice. Wait, I didn't make the one. Oh, that's it. He just cracks me up in general. But I love him to death. He's Bear. Good grief. So this is what happens when you don't eat in game. You end up having all kinds of stuff and you're like, where did this even come from? Not gonna make that right now. I'm trying to save stuff. Hang on, Perf. Ah, okay. I see what you're doing. Alright, I am going to run down here to the train station. Oh, don't die. I don't know what it is on here lately, but you can jump, and it's like some days that same jump won't even scratch you, and then other days you're unalived. And it's like, what in the world is going on? I don't know if that's on all platforms. I haven't really tested that. But it's great.
And other supplies.
Ooh,
Here.
I can try. Most definitely. I always forget about the vendor bot.
If you have
Oh,
supplies
oh, I didn't want to do that.
trade, I can be of service.
Alright, time for the aliens
Face
again.
The wasteland without
I guess I'll try the vendor
proper
bot first, though.
supply.
Yep, I was aware of that. Not everybody is, though.
Free
Got my
supplies
Sweetwater brew.
here, citizen.
Alright. Dropped some weight. Right, I'll be there in just a minute, Perf. I'm gonna see if I can't spawn the vendor bot. Excuse me. So all you gotta do is just come up here on the bridge, go a little bit down the way. You know, part of me actually hopes that I get the Chicken Man. Not even gonna lie. I find that to be the most hilarious. Nothing spawned this way. Alright. Now you just repeat the process going the other way. Yeah, don't leave yet, Perf. If the mutants show up, I'll need my mutant slayer. I'm a-coming. Oh, did it spawn? Ah, that's the robot with the babies. Alright. I am gonna go try not to scream like a little girl getting attacked. I don't think I've ever gotten the Mothman there at Charleston. Again in the swimming pool, I swear. I think it's trying to tell me something. Not today, Mr. Scorchy-Poo. Not today. Not today, Satan! I love coming up here during the 2 different holiday seasons with the Scorch. I usually get like 4 or 5 Scorched up here that have gifts on them. Last 5 times he has been just chilling there. Nice. Food. Oh, don't die. Oh. I'm getting shot. I don't think we're going to get this event. Because there's only, I think, one other person here. Or at least when I spawned in, there was only one other person here. What in the heck? I think it might be time for a new server. Yeah. See, we're on the same wavelength here, Perf. Alright. Do you want to try to find a different server and catch aliens before it's done? Alright. Oh, Stabby, Perf and one of her buddies drug me all across the wasteland last night. It was awesome. We went and dug some maps, not a ton, but a few, so that I could get some scrap and some ammo and whatnot. What else did we do? Yeah, Stabby. Let's see. We tried to start my tadpoles, and then her friend got me so absolutely tied in knots laughing that I couldn't see straight from my eyes watering, and I was trying to do the crossbow dealio. What in the world? Oh, your world is full, Perf. It's alright. I'll chill for a minute. Let's see, what else did we do? We were all over the place, just having a grand old time. They helped me launch my first nuke on this character. Every time I've had to launch a nuke, I've had somebody with me and they just run through and do all the stuff, and then at the end when it's time to initiate it and then put in my keycard and everything. So I've never really actually known how to do a full silo on my own. So they showed me how to do that. Did I seriously spawn in the same... Alright, Perf, I think we're gonna have to go to main menu and tie together again. Because I'm pretty sure it keeps spawning me in the same server. Okay. Sounds good. Oh. Oh wow. I have atoms now. Why does it do that to me? Alright. So I've been fine all day, and then right when I went to get on stream, my throat started irritating me. Not bad, but just enough. Is this still bringing us cat meat? What in the world? Perf, we're having some crazy stuff going on. I swear to you, this is the same server that we had before. Feels like it is anyways. Maybe not. It is the Twilight Zone. I don't know what it is about this event, but it seems to mess up the servers. Um, Again, I haven't been getting on my Xbox really, so I don't know what's been going on there. The couple of times I've gotten on there, I don't seem to experience near the issues. Alright, perf, I'm gonna reset my game real quick. And see if that fixes it. I probably should have waited before I opened it back up. Because the thing is, I tried to accept your invite to team and it said I declined it. And then I sent you an invite and it said you declined it. Yeah. Alright. Let me join on you again. See what it does. My green asylum dress. That was one of the first dresses I ever got. Well, I should say one of the first dresses I ever got on PlayStation. The first dress that I think I got on Xbox was the Forest. Surprise, surprise. Alright, Perf, I sent you an invite to team. Alright, just check and see if I can get... It's still not giving me my strange in numbers and my there we go. Alright, excellent. Finally got a team. Alright. I should see if I can race him. Get to the dresses first. There probably isn't even anything here. I see that, perf. I'm gonna try to race him upstairs to get the asylum dresses. Since he was racing me last night for picking stuff up, I figure I'll just repay the favor. Oh, so there's a hat, no dress. Ugly dress. And no dress. Oh. It's always fun playing with people, especially when you're both after the same thing and you're trying to race each other to see who can get there first. Oh, you know what I bet I have? Let me see. So, yeah, I am. It's just payback. It's just payback. Alright, there we go.
Now, displaying current stock.
Rads tend to stress me out. I don't like the bloodied life. Oh, you know what I do need though? I need a chainsaw flamer. Alright. I actually have caps. Oh, I know, Stabby. Hearts are his favorite thing. Yeah. I tell you, Stabby, I had baby coffee out last night, my bloodied build, and Bunny just absolutely loved that I was a bloodied build and that I didn't have all my cards yet, so I kept dying repeatedly. It absolutely kills me. Ooh. Is that... Nope, that wasn't the one that I needed. Alright. It kills me that I don't have a jetpack to get over there. Is there... Awesome, somebody completed my Kappa squatter. Can I tell... Oh, it looks like there might actually be a bobblehead over there. But I don't have my jetpack, so... Oh, and whoever completed my Kappa squatter, thank you for the level up. I love it. Alright. Toxic goo is not delicious, it's green. I don't know how anything green could be delicious. I am not a rabbit. Usually I'll pick up the stealth boy right there. And I sell it. Oh, live and love 3. Sweet. Good old bear. I never knew where to find magazines before meeting Bear. So right here is always a great place to look for a garden gnome when you need one. Of course, that's usually one of the first places people come to get one of their gnomes, but
Automated staff if you need anything at all.
ugh.
Welcome to Super Duper Mart, the future of grocery stores.
So eventually I'd like to uh, figure out how to get my Xbox hooked up to also stream from there. Because then I could just kind of swap back and forth. Eventually. No rush though. I actually have a Bloody Commando who, when I need a 1-2 punch, is my go-to. Ooh, line in the sand. Yeah, I'll let you keep your green smoothies, Stabby. I'm more of a fruit smoothie kind of person. I'll just get bags of frozen fruit, throw it in the blender with a little bit of milk, and because they're frozen, you don't have to add ice, so you just put the fruit in. Yeah, I'll be there in just a minute, Perf. I'm gonna finish running through here real quick. I promise I'll be there before it's over. But I just take the frozen fruit, and I have a Ninja blender that has the cups, so I can just put the fruit in the cup, add a little bit of milk. I'll add like some protein powder or something of, you know, a filler. Oh, jackpot. I don't think I've ever seen that many Nuka-Colas in one cooler before. Ooh, and the canned coffee. Sweet. And then I'll just blend it up. It's actually pretty good. I haven't made one in a while. I ought to. Nope, not messing with that right now. Usually, I shouldn't say usually, sometimes a bobblehead will spawn in there. And potentially a suit of power armor. Just like with all the other random spawns, it's not necessarily all of the pieces. And then there's a box mod in there. Sometimes the fusion generator will have a core in it that you can take. There's ammo. So it's actually a pretty cool. Come down here. Nope. Ugh. I want to jump in the worst way, but I know I won't make it. Yeah, I mean, I really like the Ninja blender, because it's got the cups and then it's got the, there's other brands out there. I'm getting the pie, you guys. I'm getting the pie. Ha! Yes! Right on. Nothing like a good piece of pie. And I might be mistaken, but I think that's the first piece of pie I've gotten on this character. I've tried it, yeah. Yeah, first one. And I got it on the first try. That's amazing. That's one of those things, it's just RNG. I get it, but I have one character on Xbox that usually within like the first 3 tries, I can get a pie. It's absolutely insane. I love it. Oh, no explosives. And there's the magazine. Yay! It's Bear's fault. Alright, so let's go to a line in the sand. So Jordan, I actually have one character on this account that I created the character specifically to use as a mule. So I haven't done any of the quest stuff. I literally have just run around. And done like events and stuff to level up. I kid you not, 30 minutes of getting out of the vault, I found Pipe. Pipe is life. And then 2 days after creating that character, I ended up finding the Flamer mod down at the Watoga Shopping Center. The Phoenix spot. So that was great. I have had crazy good luck on this account. I'm telling you, it's absolutely insane. I wouldn't have believed it if it hadn't happened to myself, you know. Okay. What in the world is going on here? There's no enemies at all? Ah, there it goes, okay. Yay, I did it, and I didn't die. Yes, it is the bee's knees. Yeah, no, on Xbox I have, like, no luck. Other than the one character that, always gets the pie. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen that way. Sorry. Oh boy. That was fun. Oh, we're gonna get stuck over here again. Okay, I thought we were. Take these aliens down. Uh-oh. He's throwing those shiny snowballs at me. Oh crap. Alright, run for the hills. There we go. That should work a little better. Hmm. Just me and my pop pistol. Don't mind me. Oh, Bunny's already got him. Alrighty then. Hmm. Oh jeez. Oh no. Excuse me, stop throwing your snowballs at me. Oh great. Such a noob. And I don't have any repair kits on me either. Alright. So, pro tip. When you're outlined in the sand and your weapon breaks and you've got nothing else, you go inside the door, you'll still get your rewards, but you won't unalive. If you have access to the upstairs, there is a weapon bench. You can go up and repair it. And as you see, I'm still in the event this entire time. I don't highly recommend it, but it's possible. And now we've completed the event. Oh, got the recipe for cranberry relish. Sweet! We all know what that means, don't we, Stabby? Oh, so sad. Bad bench. How dare you steal the dress? Shame on you. It ate the dress forever. Now, I want to check because well, wrong button. I keep saying one of these days I'm going to have to get good. It ain't going to be today, though. So usually there's sugar, salt, and pepper down around in here, and spices. And then there's usually a recipe here on the table as well. But what I wanted to see, yeah. A lot of times there's a Nougat Quantum that'll spawn here. Just in case you didn't already know that. Yeah, sometimes there's a sugar bomb down there as well. If I'm equipped to take on all the insects that pop up around there, I'll hang out and scrounge. You know what, Camp? I didn't even see which picture popped up. Was it my OG camp? Oh, your XP camp. Oh, was that the one of you falling out of your spore bed? That's one of my favorite pictures. Hello? How are you? Were you telling me to come here? I mean, if you really want, I can do a photo show and tell. I actually need to delete some. Oh, I did repair my weapon. I went upstairs and used the weapon bench upstairs. I did that while you guys caught the tail end of the event because I ran out of ammo for my pipe pistol. I'm gonna come over here and drop my tent and get some more ammo for my pipe pistol. Excuse me, what I should do is get out the gift that Perf gave me. So, anybody that didn't already know, my birthday is this coming Tuesday, which really isn't a thing in my world. It's just pretty much another day. However, what I do every year is take off work. I work customer service, so I don't want to have two people. Oh, let's see, that takes, what, 38? Yeah. So I take the day off work. So what I'm planning on doing, unless something unexpected comes up between now and then, I'm going to stream either on and off through the day or all day. We'll kind of play it by ear, but I'm going to be on live with a bunch of friends just hanging out. And I'm good. I have everything I need. Okay. Ah, thank you. Um, anyways, I plan on spending the day just hanging out with friends, doing events. I don't know if I'll use this character or another one. But either way, I'll be on and we'll just be hanging out, having a grand old time. And that's about that. But anyways, Perf gave me for my happy birthday a really, really pretty. Had to put a paint on it so that a nice Enclave plasma rifle. Nice little toy. No, that puts me overweight. Well, shoot. So. There we go. I know, that is a sexy flamer. One of my other characters, a friend gave me an unrolled Enclave with a flamer mod on it. And I want to say it was about 6 to 8 rolls and I got an anti-armor, faster fire rate, faster reload. I'm on it. Well, actually, Bunny's on it. Yeah, that's my nice weapon. I do have the luck. When I started my very first character on PlayStation, Stabby can attest to you here. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. I don't have friendly fire, so I can't heal you. I'm sorry, my friend. So Stabby crafted me some, like a couple of fixers, a couple of railways and whatnot. And I knew right off that I wanted that to be a junkies build. And so I rolled and got junkies on like almost everything within the first roll or two. It was crazy. Oh, he's got liberators. I'm coming, buddy. Or not. This character doesn't seem to be as lucky as the others. Let's see what I got, folks. Nothing good. So here's one for you. I had never done this dropped connection before by myself. I always came down here with a friend, and they would go and do all the things. Eviction notice too? What in the heck? Let's go. I'd never done drop connection by myself, and I came down to do the magazine bobblehead run, and it popped up, and I will never say no to eviction notice unless nobody else shows up. Right, Stabby? Okay, so somebody's already... But anyway, so I was like, oh, what the heck. I was like, there's a half hour, 45 minutes on here. I've got enough time to try to squirrel around with Toga. And so I did. And very first time I got the, just the plain unrolled Enclave Flamer, I was so excited. I've actually found 2 or 3 of the Enclave Flamer mods, and I've ended up getting just the Enclave rifle with the Flamer already on it before as well. Alright, nothing to see here. Oh, here we go. Yay. Script. Oh, I didn't get any shots in on him. Oh well. I mean, I really can't complain. If this is the only character that I end up not having any luck with, I'm good. So this is my favorite spot for eviction notice, right here along this rock wall. Mostly because if the event starts to go south, you can just run. Whereas if you're over there, you get kind of trapped in because of how the mutants spawn in. Plus, where the fire starters like to spawn over there. I look at fire and I unalive. Okay, where are all our super mutants? I honestly wish more people came down here. I came to an event the other day, and like nobody was down here. They were all up at the other end. So every time you would unalive, you would spawn back in at the spawn point just to be unalived again, because everybody was up there at the front. But it seems like the spawn rate for the super mutants has dropped. I miss the days when you would come down here for an eviction notice and you would seriously have so much script that you couldn't move. There were times I'd come out of here like 1,500 pounds. Granted, I don't run all the carry weight perks, but I mean, we're already a good 2 to 3 minutes in, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I mean, I guess it's not too bad, but used to by now, you would have already been fighting for your life. Right, Jordan? You couldn't. Because you had them coming from up there, you had them all down through here, spawned over there, and sometimes they'll even spawn down through here. I miss those days. When I first started playing, I actually didn't like coming to this event. I would see it pop up and I would just instantly cringe. But of course, my first character that I ever built, I did as a full health power armor heavy gunner, and I did mostly like the gap plasma. Yeah, I'm a lot better than I was back then. That's for sure. But I hated it because I would always unalive and spawn back in, and all the enemies at the top there would be so strong that I didn't stand a chance. Holy night. But now what I will say is, for the fact that I only started gaming on a regular basis about a year ago, I think I hold my own pretty well for the most part. I mean, yeah, when I'm on a baby, it's, Oh, that's a rad stag. Why am I shooting a rad stag? Oh, snap. Because now he's gonna come at me. There we go. So I feel like I've done pretty well for myself. I definitely don't feel like there's any bar that's set as to what I need to be capable of. I just enjoy the game. Hmm. Really? Thanks, guys. Why don't you go, repair the rad scrubber there? I need to get me some power armor. Actually, oh no, I don't need to get power armor. Now that I hit level 50, I can actually wear what power armor I have. I have a set of ultra sight armor. I have the XO1. I have the Hellcat. I forgot about those. Oh, nice. That was actually a pretty good piece of unyielding. Oh, so now that I'm level 50, I need to decide what I'm gonna do. Oh. Okay. Not mad about that either. I need to decide if I'm gonna do a pistol build or what kind of build I'm gonna go for. I'm thinking I'd like to do probably a ghoulish build. I think that's my thought process at the moment. I think that would be fun. And I'm debating between the pistol and archer, if I didn't already. I don't know, both are really fun. But I wanted to wait to build for that particular, either one of those until after I'm done my quest work. Just because they're not very conducive to being indoors and solo. And since I do so much solo stuff, I don't want to get caught out and not have the ability. I don't want to walk into a room and just suddenly be bombarded with enemies that are just going to keep unaliving me. Alright, I'm not going down there in that. It's scary down there. Perf, would you or Bunny happen to have a Nuka grape? I already used what I had. I'm coming down the hill towards you right now. Hey, no problem, Jordan. Thanks for coming. Where? Oh, there's Bunny right there. Hello, Bunny. Ah, thank you, ma'am. That also works. If anybody didn't know, the reason why I'm asking for the Nuka grape and Perf just dropped me the Brahmin milk, when you have a mutation, if you don't have your starch genes and your class freak yet, if you take Radaway or use a rad scrubber, it will potentially eliminate your mutation. So Brahmin milk and Nuka grape will eliminate the rads without taking away your mutation. I know for a lot of older players that's just common knowledge, but I know we've had a lot of newer players, so I figured I would throw that out there just in case anybody didn't know that. So the reason why I still don't have those cards at level 52 is because I didn't fill all my card slots at first. I typically try to use only the cards that pop up in perk packs, and I instead of paying attention and using them, I didn't fill my slots, so it didn't open up those other cards. So hopefully soon I will be getting those cards. I need to hang on to the crossbow. And I think after this next alien invasion, I am going to call it a night. Get myself something to drink. No unused ammo. Let's see. 369. Where? I'm still trying to figure out where I got this cat meat from. That's just crazy. So I don't have carry weight boosters. Oh, I've got Radstag. I'll grill up some Radstag and see what that does. Thank you, ma'am. I may have actually had a, wait, I have a Scout's banner. What? I didn't know I had that. I may have had the bobblehead. Yeah, I already had a bobblehead. Alright, let's see. Yeah, help. Nope, didn't help. Alright. So, we'll just... Oh, I got 2. Just throw all this script in here. I'm actually kind of excited about this. It's not a vampires, but bullets explode. I'm just putting the script in the stash box perf. And then I'll go over to White Springs after Alien Invasion. I'll be alright. Yeah, but I didn't go to Toxic Larry's Stabby. That's the thing. So I don't know,
I am Homer. Typically, I would not get involved in public affairs. But the extraterrestrial is my specialty, so I would like to help. Your directive is to draw out and defeat the alien commanders. That will bring down the force
Oh,
fields on the brainwave
I'm sorry, Perf.
so we can destroy them. The siphons will
I
emit
didn't realize
periodic
you were
energy
dropping
pulses.
anything else.
They can be avoided if you keep your distance.
Oh, jeez. Oh, somebody started it. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh my goodness, there was one time last year I came up here, or down here rather, and I tried to hide up in one of these trees. It was horrible. I kept dying. What I really need to do is craft myself a cremator on this character. Because while I don't necessarily like using cremators at events, the aliens, it takes out the aliens pretty well. It still takes like 2 or 3 shots. So
Commander is beaming down. Focus your fire. That brought down the force field. Destroy the brainwave siphon. Operation Kappa complete. Initiate Operation Omega. There are still 2 more siphons remaining. The enemy spacecraft is reconfiguring. Expect missile strikes from above.
Oh, don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Guess I can't really shoot the thing through the tree.
There are 2 commanders coming. Take care not to draw the fire of both at once. The brainwave siphon is now home. Good. Now move on to Siphon Zeta, and let us finish this.
What in the heck? Oh, jeez. Ay. That there Flatwoods lady, she likes to jump scare people. Ooh, cranberry. Thank you. Yes, only I could come to Alien Invasion and get distracted by a cranberry. Oh, 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 oh! Woohoo!
Must destroy that brainwave site. Thank you for allowing me to assist you today. Should there be another attack, I will be ready to provide support again.
Alright, running away now. Oh, I got the asteroid. Goody goody gumdrops. I love when it glitches like this. It looks so very magical. Alright. So, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there... Thank you, Perf. I made it through the whole thing and I did not unalive. I didn't even get mostly unalived. Isn't this the place where you can find the... Ooh, fusion core. The... What is it? A magazine? Or bobblehead? Is this not the place? Well, it's fine. Ooh, there's power armor in here. Hello, power armor. Duffel bag. Hmm. Anybody know the answer to that question? Ooh, that was the Radstag outfit. Perf, you been finding any more crossbow bolts? I was asking if this is the place where there's a spawn for a magazine. I think it is. Alright. One day I will find where it spawns. Won't be today. Alright. Well, folks, with that, my throat is not feeling pleasant. I've been drinking the whole time on this stream, so I know it's not dehydration. So I'm gonna hop off of here for the night and let my throat rest, and I will see you all another time. I appreciate y'all for joining us. You all have a good one. Bye-bye.